for The Dragon Prince, a new Netflix original.
Ooh.
It's the Avatar
Animation.
people.
Yep.
Oh,
War is full of uncertainty.
It's already troubling animation.
yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks
We
beautiful.
strike when the moon is highest. Moonshadow elves are dangerous elite fighters.
Can't you just make peace with them?
It's not that simple. There's history, wrongs on both sides.
Humans cut down the king of the dragons and destroyed his only egg, the dragon prince. Justice will not be denied.
You need to see something.
This changes everything.
Maybe it could stop the war. It's up to us now. We have to return this egg to Zadia.
Get out there and find them.
Well, I'm gonna find a way to stop them. After all, unstoppable is just another kind of stoppable.
No, that's not really right.
Okay.
Y'all made it!
Just do it!
Fulminous!
Nice.
Wow, that looks so cool.
That looked vast.
Yeah.
That
The
looks really good.
thing that immediately came to mind is this is like the animated children's version of Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
Okay.
right? Did you-
Okay.
It catches my interest, which is rare for a
animated film.
animated, because I don't know why. I just have kind of a bias where I'm like, oh, that's not going to be good because it's for kids, which is a stupid thing to think because that's
Right.
not true like most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, this interests me because it's fantasy. Like fantasy will interest me.
Is this a movie or
It's
show?
a TV show
Okay.
developed by the head writer and director of Avatar: The Last Airbender. His
Cool.
name's Ahaz. And he wrote a lot for
Futurama.
Futurama.
Wow.
Nice. I can see
And
that.
Uncharted 3.
Director of
Wow.
Uncharted.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't know
cool.
that.
I can see the Futurama influence. Just as like you don't really see that that part where she's like it's unstoppable and he's like oh well actually
Yeah.
kind of one of those
No,
weird
that's not it. Yeah.
modern humor type.
Yeah, it's very.
I thought that was kind of cool.
It's a lot like Avatar.
Sure.
The team went on to do Korra the Last Airbender, which is in the same universe, and then Voltron, Legendary
Yeah.
Defender, which
Cool.
is a Netflix
Yeah, that's cool.
original.
Oh, yeah. That's been doing
These
really
are
well.
all great shows.
Yes.
Yeah, Voltron I think is in their already like 7th season, but they're releasing like
Wow.
2 seasons
Wow.
a year.
yeah.
It's
They're just
crazy how
cranking
much.
them out.
That's
It's
insane.
very good. What this guy is clearly good at is lore.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I feel like, in as much as I love, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Avatar. I think this trailer was like shoving in a little too much lore
Maybe.
at the beginning because
Yeah.
I lost track of what was going.
Well,
on.
and it's just the only thing is it's like it's like one of those trailers that like puts the whole movie in the trailer and you're like, come on now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
But
Leave a little mystery here.
I'll bet that the first episode or two is going to explore because this lore was is setting up the journey that they have to go
Right.
on. Is what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the cell shading look?
No.
I was just gonna say, oh really? I it's refreshing now
Yeah.
because I'm just kind of tired of 3D animation.
Sure. Yeah.
Because it's kind
Yeah.
of everywhere now. It's refreshing to see.
Yeah.
Reminds me of
Yeah,
my
it's
childhood.
definitely. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
not a lot of it.
I mean, it's still. I could still tell it's a computer, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's vastly different from hand drawn. But
It's
still,
pretty.
You know
I
what
like. I like the aesthetic. You know,
Yes.
I mean, I do enjoy like straight animation. You know, I appreciate that.
I
So-
noticed this and I was like, is this a computer issue? But it actually says they reduced the frame rate.
Okay.
Purpose?
And they made it to make the action resemble traditional two-dimensional animation, which is
Interesting.
really because I
That is
saw
cool.
that and I was confused, you know.
Huh.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're trying
Interesting.
new things out.
I dig it.
Yeah, and you're a fan of these creators, these right?
Yeah.
Am I making that up?
No,
Yes,
you
yes.
are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like it's something I liked everything that I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just and again, I like big sprawling epics.
Yeah.
And so it seems like a very cool way to bring all of these different elements together.
Yep.
I like the style of animation. I like the story that they were telling. And yeah, it does not seem like anything that would be aimed at me at all, but I would step in front of that arrow, you know?
Yeah. No, like knowing what you like, this seems like it's right up your alley.
Yeah, very much so.
I'm
Do we
going-
know who any of the voice actors are by any chance? I'm just
Let's
curious.
see. Voices Jack Desana. He did all that.
Okay.
Wow,
And he
okay.
was also on Avatar
He was
The
Sokka.
Last Airbender.
Sokka
Yep.
in
Oh,
Avatar, yeah.
very cool.
I don't know who these other people
No,
are.
I'm not familiar with them
Okay.
either.
No.
I thought that sounded like is it? No, I can't remember her name now.
It looks like it's coming out on Netflix September 14th.
nice.
That's
Okay.
in 2 weeks.
Cool.
Or next week. Yeah.
Iron
geez,
Fist.
September's really
That's
Good.
exciting. I guess I'm gonna have to try and watch all of the Avatar and Korra series by that time.
Yeah, right.
Seen it yet?
I am halfway through Avatar, and again, because it's hard for me to watch animated series,
Right.
I just stopped and haven't gone back, but I need to
Wow.
go back.
Yeah, Avatar's like the high point of animation.
It's
TV
some of the best
animation.
storytelling in animated.
Yeah, I just need to force myself. Like, I know I shouldn't say that I'm forcing myself, but again, it's just really hard for me. I have to get back to it, though.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those things that you're like, oh, and then when you sit down and watch, you're like, oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
into it.
and
You
I
just
think
gotta
like
you
once
gotta
I get more
there. Yeah.
into it,
Engrossing once you take
yeah.
that.
I think a lot of
yeah.
people did that also with Star Wars animated series. I know people had problems with the animation style, and then they, once you start getting into the lore, you're like, wow, this is so well written.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, my hope is please go watch the Dragon Prince. I'm
Cool.
certainly going to be doing that.
Cool.
All right, let's move on to our second to last trailer, which is The Predator.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the newest one?
this is the newest
This is
and
another one
final.
they've been cranking these out
Yeah,
too.
Friday.
Yeah. It comes out Friday, so this
Oh.
is the last trailer that we're ever going to have to watch of The Predator.
I miss you, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm.
Can
Let's
I
give it a
just say
watch.
that?
May we have a word?
Let me guess. He's done something crazy.
Show me again, I'm gonna break your neck. Welcome to the Looney Bus. McKenna. Nebraska Williams. That's Coyle. That's Lynch. What works? Why are you here?
It's John David Washington, right?
Denzel Washington's son.
The guy that was in Black Klansman.
I had a run-in with a space alien.
I didn't know that until now. Now I'm watching this for sure.
This fucking guy is crazier than the rest of us.
He even kind of looks like his dad, doesn't he?
Oh my god, yes he does.
Uh-oh.
He's so
That's the
handsome.
thing that killed my men.
Alien.
Rastafarian alien.
That's Shane Black.
Predators. It exploits weakness, tracks its prey, like a game. Seems to enjoy it.
It's not a predator, that's a sports hunter.
Well, we took a vote. Predators cooler, right? Fuck yeah.
Do you have a plan? Ex-sniper with PTSD and a team that's mental? You're insane, right?
Gentlemen, they're large. They're fast. And fucking you up's their idea of tourism.
Oh,
Goodness
damn.
gracious.
gonna die. Just pointing it out.
A big boy's a hunter. He brings dogs with him.
Oh god.
Yep. Yeah, they are.
We're going for it.
The Predator. Only in theaters, September 14th.
It's
Yeah,
definitely going to be what
into
it's
it.
set out to be, I think.
They
No
pulled out all the
kidding.
goddamn stops on that
Sterling K.
Yeah.
Brown's tired of being such a nice guy in all his movies. He's like, I just want to say
I don't
fuck a
think he's
lot.
going to cry in this one.
No.
No.
He's like, I can't wait to say fuck like 10 times in this movie.
Yeah, it seems like he's going on an action streak. He's in Hotel Artemis.
Yeah.
That wasn't the best movie, but he was good in it.
Yeah.
Here you go.
one. I think you're like the only other person aside from me to have seen a Hotel Artemis because I saw that one in the theater by myself.
Same.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks as as violent as the other ones.
Oh, yeah.
But
Even more so.
like still a huge
Wow.
stray from like original. From what I can remember, it's been so long.
Right.
From original Predator.
Oh,
original
yeah.
Predator is a little bit slower at the beginning, and it like ramps up, right?
Well,
Yeah.
and I think
'Cause
they're
it's a
taking
war
a
movie
different
at first.
tone. Yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, it is very serious. It's like a war movie,
And then it turns into
And then
horror.
it turns into exactly.
And
I
now
think
this is horror that turns into war.
it's kind of it's in it. There's, I think, the hiring Shane Black, who was actually a character in the first one.
Yep.
You know, who's coming back for a full circle, and then him with his sensibilities. You know, there's obvious humor involved. You know what I mean? And they're kind of mixing it up a little bit. with
Yeah,
that.
he wrote Lethal Weapon, Lethal Weapon
Yeah,
2,
yeah.
Monster Squad. Yeah,
Oh,
it felt-
look at that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, no, he's got a good pedigree as a writer, and then he's a director now. So
Nice skills.
You know what would have been just the pied de resistance? Is that how you say it?
Sure.
Arnold Schwarzenegger coming
Yeah.
back.
You know he's making a cameo.
he's got to be.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
good.
to.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got to.
He is the Predator. He takes the
Nah.
Oh my god.
Dylan and I are from California, and I love me some Governator.
There you
gotta
go.
say.
Oh, wow.
Gotta
Okay,
say.
wow. Check that out.
Well, I'm actually. What? Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. It just said the entire third act was reshot July of this year
Yeah.
following test screenings.
It's had they've
Wow.
had to
That's crazy. That's not saying that's not good.
Yeah.
I want to see the DVD with everything that they did that was
Sure.
a fuck up, just
Right.
because I want to see every possible interpretation of it.
I
Because
mean,
this got my attention.
You guys were talking about how it was like a war movie and then a horror movie, and like this looks like an action. This
Yeah,
looks like
just
later
straight
versions
action.
of Predator,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's like that's what the trailer was really harping on, like fast moving the music,
Right.
You know. So I don't know. I'm not like holding my breath here for a great film.
Yeah, actually, recent bit of controversy popped up today.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're cutting a scene out with Shane Black apparently cast one of his friends in a little cameo, but that friend's a sex predator.
Oh,
And Olivia Munn called him out on it. So
they
apparently
were gonna rename the movie Sex Predator.
it fits.
It's the porn version.
But
Damn.
yeah, they're cutting a scene out. So this movie's just been getting a lot
got a lot
of
of
flack.
And he
crap.
was wearing a Nike shirt. Jeez.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god.
That would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have zero expectations, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to go into.
does look like fun.
Thinking,
I
that's
got-
what I'm saying.
That's what I'm feeling.
It's going
That
to be
was it.
fun.
I'm a super fanboy, so I'm like I've seen all the Predators. I've seen Alien versus Predators and the Predator.
Yeah.
The only
So-
thing it's missing is Dwayne Johnson.
basically
Yeah.
basically
As
yeah.
Arnold
I mean,
Schwarzenegger.
As Arnold,
Arnold
yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
no, god damn it!
know.
No, we can replace him.
Yeah, and I mean, so I'm like, I'm going to see it just based on that.
Sure.
But I mean, if the very first Predator had problems, like
Yeah.
they had to go back and completely redesign the look of the Predator because it just was
Yeah.
not working at all. There was actually bit of a fun fact: the original Predator, the guy in the suit was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
What?
Yeah, before it was Kevin Michael Richardson.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Before he was anybody.
Before
too.
Jean, well, I guess he'd done some karate movies wherever he's from, Brussels or where his
Belgium,
own-
yeah.
Belgium. So and then he thought that he was going to be more prominently featured, and they had him in just this big weird suit, and he actually was like he got combat like they literally had to have security escort him so he wouldn't like physically attack people because
Yeah.
he was just so
That does
angry.
make me happy because I
Right.
hate him. I have a
yeah.
weird hatred for him that Dylan will never understand.
Bloodsport's one of the best movies ever made.
Right, yes.
And then
Still
on
hate
top of that,
It's,
his new show, I forget what it's called, Jean-Claude, maybe?
I have no idea.
Oh, Jean-Claude Van Johnson. It's
No,
an Amazon
God.
Prime original.
Oh my gosh.
It's so ridiculous and actually really good. It's so
Nice.
funny.
I still
had a
hate
good
him.
job.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I
And-
have no
and
reason
the
for
other-
hating him. I just do.
The other thing was so Stan Winston.
Okay.
So he was when he was redesigning it. I think
One of
he
the
actually he ended up on a flight with I want to say it's James Cameron, but I'm not gonna. I'm not. It's somebody of that, or maybe even Carpenter, but I want to say it was Cameron. So he's talking to him about him, and he just kind of just out of the blues is like, you know what? I've never seen anybody with like weird like mandibles.
Yeah,
like
with the
that.
bloomin' onion face.
Yeah, like that. He said, that'd be kind of cool because he was like, he was working on sketches and he was, and Stan Winston was like,
so funny.
okay, and then went. So then the iconic look of the Predator now is just based on a conversation he had
Wow.
on a plane you know.
Guys,
Interesting
It
history.
does to me
Yeah.
kind of look like a Rastafarian alien.
Oh yeah. The whole the dreadlocks. and
Whose
the-
face
yeah.
opens up into a vagina with teeth.
Pussy
Yeah, we're gonna
face
say
is
that.
his non is one of is an actual name for like the Predator character.
Yeah.
I think that's from Predator 2.
Yeah,
actually.
man. Pussy face.
Oh yeah, and then he actually kills a Rastafarian guy.
Yes,
in
yeah.
Predator
There's
2.
there's actual Rastas in 2. Yes.
Oh no! That's
Well,
Why
Meta.
are you
on
Very
Why
meta,
do you
very
have
meta.
dreads?
I'll be watching this movie on Wednesday, an
Cool.
early screening, so I'll be sure to tell you guys about it if I get into it.
Don't
I-
show up 30 minutes earlier.
Nah.
No,
I'll watch.
No.
I'll watch
Yeah,
Cool
I'll-
Runnings before.
Yeah, it's going to
Just
be
to
like
prepare.
it's going to be either a Friday or a Tuesday, and I'm probably going to just go downtown because I live there now and
Right.
get a big stupid bag of like Cheetos popcorn. Just sit there and just mindlessly enjoy it
Yep.
because it's.
I
Gonna
think that's
be,
what it's meant to
It's
be.
going to be dumb. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll give you an
It's gonna be dumb and
update
bloody.
on next Thursday, so we'll
Cool.
see.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right, let's move on to our very last trailer.
Oh boy.
We
Which
did it,
is
guys. We did it.
the trailer for The Favorite. I think this is
Cool.
the second trailer to drop,
Oh, okay.
and I'm excited.
Cool.
Dearest Queen, you are mad. Giving me a palace. It is a monstrous extravagance, Mrs. Molly. We are at war. We won! Oh, it is not over. We must continue. Oh. Oh, I did not know that. The Queen is an extraordinary person.
Oh,
I
I love
like that
her.
shot.
I love
They were
her.
all staring, weren't they? I can tell even if I can't see, and I heard the word fat, and ugly.
No one but me would dare, and I did not.
Everyone leaves me, dies.
I apologize for my appearance. I hoped I might be employed here by you. As something.
A monster for the children to play with, perhaps.
It is important to make new friends in court, is it not?
You're so beautiful. Stop it, you mock me. If I were a man, I would ravish you.
You have become close to Abigail. She is a viper.
You're jealous.
You must send Abigail away.
I do not want to.
Let's shoot something. Sometimes it is hard to remember whether you have loaded the pellet or not.
I must take control of my circumstance.
I'm on my side.
Nice.
Always.
Favor is a breeze that shifts direction all the time. Then, in an instant, you're back sleeping with a bunch of scabrous whores.
As it turns out, I'm capable of much unpleasantness.
Did you just look at me?
Look at me! How dare you! Close your eyes! I could not just stand by and let you destroy me.
You are enjoying all of this, aren't you? Oh, it is fun to be queen sometimes.
If you do not go, I will start kicking you. And I will not stop.
Soul Train line.
Right.
My dear friend, how good to see you've returned from
Hell. I'm sure you shall pass through it one day.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm telling you, this movie's great.
I love
It
their
looks
rivalry.
awesome.
That looks
Were
awesome.
people this funny back then?
Well,
I'd like to
mean,
think so.
that was all they had was their looks, their humor. They didn't really have much else,
Plague.
so they had to be.
They had lots of plague.
Our very own Hector Valverde has already seen this at
Yes.
Telluride.
In case you didn't catch the rest of the episodes, you should watch. 'cause
Yes,
I talk
Screen
about
Source
others.
episode 48.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk about other stuff I saw at Telluride Film Festival early. Yeah, this movie was the first thing I saw. We got an early screening for the press and for the staff and the students. And yeah, it was a great introduction to the festival. It's so funny, so unique in its like humor and like the cinematography, as you guys saw.
Beautiful.
Lots of fish eyes, low angles, fire, natural lighting. Oh, it's gorgeous and really funny.
The filmmaker, he's known for sort of quirky, kind of The Lobster, and killing of a sacred deer, just kind of real
Dogtooth.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, he did Dogtooth. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And-
Okay.
And those all fill in different genres too, right? Kind
yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're darker.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
I don't
sounds
know
like
what
it's
to
hard to
call
describe
that.
this guy.
A little.
Lobster
a
is
little.
like I really enjoyed it, but I don't know if all his movies are like this, but it makes you feel like you shouldn't be watching it.
Okay.
Like it's like
Naughty voyeurism.
right, and it's like
Hmm.
it makes you feel so kind of cringy, but like also like yeah.
Cool.
If that makes sense.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is certainly interesting looking. I'm enjoying like a lot of the dark humor here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, that's weird. The first half of the movie is actually really funny, and the second half just gets super dark.
That's exactly what the trailer did.
Yeah.
And I actually was like a little bit confused, but that's really cool that they showed that like on a smaller scale.
It's not like a criticism, just something I noticed. But yeah, it's
You
great.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, you got
Cool.
everyone. This movie is great. It's a little rated R, but it's so
I'm good
funny.
with that.
Little rated R. I love that.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, cool. So that was the trailer reaction for The Favorite and also the end of our evening here together. It's been a ton of fun. Again, we are live. Actually, I don't know that I said that in the first place, but we are live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. in Mountain Time, 7-ish. Let's say 7:30 for your sake.
All right.
With more film and television news reviews, and we watch some trailers on there as well. My name is Dylan.
I'm Fernando.
Stanley.
Jess.
Hector.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below.
Tired. He watched movies for like ever. For
5
days.
5 days.
5 days of movies.
With little sleep and little food, right?
Let this man rest.
It's the feel and need to go watch them all, right? Is that what
Yeah.
was going on through your...
Well, we had a schedule. We were supposed to watch everything on there. I ditched some, cut some. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you did it your own way.
Lots of movies.
Nice.
Great time.
Yeah, good time. And we'll see you here next week as well. Bye-bye.